Hello. We're coming in a little bit slow, but we're here. All right, my friends. I am now live. It's confirming. Hey, this is Paulette Rees-Denis. I am your transformational lifestyle and business coach for you creative women. Ready to live large in the next year? Are you? That's what we're going to talk about today. I love it. I love it. I am your movement motivator and your passion instigator. And I'm here to help you fly your freak flag. I'm here to help you manifest your desires, your dreams, to dance with your desires. And what do I mean by that? I'm not talking about just dancing, because I am a dancer, right? But to dance with your desires, to embody all that you are, all that you desire to be, so that it's not just in your brain, but it's in your body. To embody all that you desire, my friends. So, hey, who's here with me today? I love it. This is December 20th. We're coming up to the solstice tomorrow, and this is my last Facebook Live of the year. Do you believe that I've been doing this for almost 5 years? Or 5 years? I believe so. When I look back at my Heart and Hustle the other day, Heart and Hustle, the interviews that I do with all these amazing creatives, 5 years. I was like, oh, it's been 3. No, it's been 5. Kind of lost count there. And I've been reaching out to so many of you for so long, even longer than that, but not through this medium. But this has been such a great medium to use to connect with you. And sometimes there's tons of you on the show and you're talking with me and we're having these great communications. And then sometimes you see it after the fact, because our time zones are so different. You work during the day or whatever, and you're sleeping when I'm talking. Because I love that I have you from all over the world, from Australia to New Zealand, to Mexico, to Canada, to Europe, to Italy, to the UK, to all over, which is really beautiful. I just so love that you're here with me. I am so in awe of all that we create together, and awe and how we connect together. It's so good. So when you come in, hello, my friends. Come on in and tell me where you are from and say hello, so I know you're here. I can't always read the comments because it's on like another page. But today we are talking about living large in the new year and manifesting your desires. And I want to say that this is a lot of what I teach in my masterminds and my one-on-one coaching as well. And I do have this brand new mastermind starting in January, which I am just totally pumped about. Gathering a circle of women, of creatives, to step into your zone of genius, your power, your dreams, to embody all that you are and take it bigger, take it larger. Because you know what? The world needs us right now. The world needs us women and our feminine energy and our feminine desires and our vision and the way that we move through the world and the way that we create and the way that we envision is different. And I'm so excited about this. And that's what I'm always talking to you about this. You know that if you've been following me for any time at all. But my desire for you is for you to step into that creative zone of genius and to stop stopping yourself. Stop procrastinating. Stop making stories up or releasing those old stories that are not relevant anymore, but they still hold you back, so you don't need them anymore. I can help you do that. But let's think about this. So what are you desiring for next year? I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm talking about your dreams. I'm talking about living large and taking up space. And this is something I do with my dancers all the time. I like, stand up and take up space. We are here to take up space. We are not here to sit in a corner. We are not here to sit on the couch. And that doesn't mean you have to like get in front of a group of 1,000,000 people and talk to them. It means you live large. You live your life full of passion and creativity and your desires. Could be sitting down at your desk and writing poetry every day, but you're showing up in your life doing the things that feed your soul, that nourish your soul, and that also nourish others, because it's a trickle-down effect. Whether you're putting it out there in the world like a book or you're keeping it to yourself, you still feel really good about yourself. And when you feel good, when you show up, when you participate in your life, others feel it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Others feel it. You inspire others to then also step into their dreams and desires. Now, don't you want to surround yourself with people like that? Don't you want to be around these creative souls that are just living large in so many ways? Because we're all unique and beautiful individuals. We all have our own ways and methods of showing up and creating. And again, remember what I always say, we're one big circle and everyone has a place in this circle. And everyone's thing is important in this circle. That's so good. So I want to talk a little bit about this idea. Living large. So some of the words that I've been working with lately in describing my work, in helping you describe your work, is curating and creating your life. And so in my mastermind, which is called Illumination, of course it is, because that's what I talk about all the time, is living lit up, lighting yourself up, showing yourself off, showing your work off, showing your whole being, illuminating, and dancing with your desires. Dancing, embodying all that you desire. So illuminating and manifesting. How do you manifest? So let's go back to that idea of curating. Hello, there's my lamp. Curating and creating. So curating is to take charge, to organize. Think about what an art curator does for a museum. Pulls together the story, sifts through all the pieces and puts together the pieces that fit and lets go of the other pieces that don't fit in that particular story. Selecting. So when you curate your life, you can look at that life with a fresh perspective, a fresh eye, for your well-being, for your business, for your health, for your relationships. And that's where we want to go in this new year, is curating, sifting through all the stuff, letting go of the stuff that doesn't work anymore, changing, making a change. So then you create the dreams, that you create the life you wish for. Creating is causing something to come into being. Whether you're creating a painting on the wall, whether you're creating a piece of poetry, whether you're creating a new business, whether you're creating a new healthy body, maybe it's a new love, maybe it's just more self-connection. It can be small, it can be large. To evolve from one's own imagination. So I used to say that in my dance world, it was always a process of evolution and revolution, to evolve, to create some change. Whether you're a rebel, I like to call myself a sacred rebel, right? What's going on, people? I see you coming in and out and in and out. No comments, and that's okay. But if you have some comments, I'd love to hear them. To think about conceiving, designing, discovering, instigating, initiating change, and initiating that change, creating what you want to happen. And when you can envision it, when you can believe it, because your desire is so strong and you know that this is for you. And that's an intuitive guidance. That's connecting into your intuitive guidance system. Whether that be your God, your universe, your source, your inner child, your inner being, whatever. Connecting with that so that you know it is right for you. It feels right for you. Asking for what you want. Believing that this is your next step because you've worked through the sifting and the curating. I just love that vision. It's like cultivating. These are all my C words today. Cultivating your life. And when you want to manifest it, you want to have that clarity, you want to have that vision and that desire and that outcome, but you also need to know why. And when you know why, and you know that this is right for you, and you believe in this, then you allow it to happen. That doesn't mean it's just going to come being thrown at you. That's not what I'm talking about. Because when you have this idea and these visions, you need to take action. But those actions allow it to come to you. Taking action steps, creating your magic action plan, curating and creating so that you can manifest those things. That's what I'm talking about today. All right, my friends. Now, if this is like, bam, right up your alley, and you are ready for this, I invite you to join my mastermind that starts in January for 3 months of doing exactly this in that most beautiful, blessed, feminine way. So we're not grasping, we're not clinging, we're not demanding. We're flowing with ease, with that vision, that allowing, that ease. Oh, God, it feels so good. It feels so good when you work that way, whether it's for your business or it's for your relationship or it's for your health or it's for your body. Envision what it can be. Curate it, design it, how you want it to be, what's different. You know, maybe you're living a really great life right now, which is great because I'm living a great life right now, but I'm open to expansion. I'm open to change, and I want to be creative and I want to keep creating. And so I keep open to manifesting more, something different, something more. And I spend time journaling. As you know me, I'm a big journaler. Bam, bam, bam. Got to write it down. Got to get it out of my head. Thoughts become words, become things. That's how it works. You got to know. You got to understand. You got to clarify. You got to know what. You got to know why. Because if you don't know why, my friends, You got to get into that space. Allow yourself time to meditate, to journal, to connect with that intuitive guidance. So you know what's next, and you know why. And then you know how. And then you learn to take action. And you ask for help if you need help. You invest in yourself, whatever way that means. Whether you hire a coach, or you join a mastermind, or you join a group, or you pray every day, whatever that is, you ask for help. Because we are not here to be alone. Now, someone knows more than you do about something that you want to do. And you want to see that money flow in, you ask for somebody who has that money flowing in. You join a group. You get into that supportive circle. You invest in yourself. And that's a scary thing. I can tell you. There's so many times that I fought investing in myself on so many levels. I've spent tens of thousands going to Tony Robbins, being certified by Tony Robbins, going to all his retreats in Fiji and Florida and wherever I was going. I invested $20,000 in learning my skills, in getting support, in asking questions, and also in learning what I can do for you. That's scary as shit, my friends. And especially when you don't feel like you have it, how do you invest in yourself? You envision the return. You envision the possibilities, the reasons why you want to do those things. Some of the best decisions in my life, I would not change a thing. Experiences, adventures, skills, possibilities. All the things I've learned, all the places I've been, all the people I've worked with. What a blessing. All my coaches, and I hire coaches. I ask you to hire me as your coach. All my clients, all the changes they've made. It's this big, beautiful circle of creativity, of connection, of continuing on. Living large is what I'm talking about. Living large. I want you to show up and participate in your life. I want to see what you have to offer. I want to experience what you have to offer. I want to see you live and feel fucking great. I mean, that's the epitome of all that we do. That's why we do what we do. To feel fucking great. It's the FF Club. It's the fucking fabulous club. I used to say that to my dancers all the time. Join the FF Club and be fucking fabulous. Because why not? Whew. I get really passionate about this, as you can tell. But it's really important. And I get so saddened sometimes by seeing women who refuse to move, refuse to step up, who are fearful of investing in themselves, who say, I can't do it, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, it's your choice. You can if you choose to. You can if you choose to live large. You can if you choose to manifest your desires. Release the old shit that's holding you back. Think about this today. Sit down and let's journal a little bit. Sit down and write down what you think you can't do. And I don't want to hear you say, maybe next year. Because what if next year never comes? Is now your time? Then think about what you want to do. You get to choose. You get to choose. I love that. Because only you can decide what you want to do with your life. You can decide to live large. What do you want to do? Tell me, what do you want to do? Maybe it's go skydiving. Maybe it's climb Kilimanjaro. I've had clients who wanted to do that and have done it. Maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe you want to start teaching. Maybe you want to write a book. What do you want to do? How will you show up for yourself in this next year? How will you commit to yourself to do those things that you desire? How will you participate in your life? Don't tell me you're going to call me and go out for a coffee date and then never call me. Don't do that stuff. Don't say, oh, I'll be there and then never show up. Don't do that stuff. That's a slap in your own face. Commit. When you say, I will, do it. No matter how hard it feels, it's going to feel great when you're done. It's going to feel great when you're there. It's going to energize you. It's going to motivate you to keep moving. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. All right, my friends. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to start thinking about those things that you can't do and the things that you want to do and how you're going to do it. And what you're going to bring into yourself, into your life for next year. And leave it in the comments. Let me know or private message me. And if you're really ready, join the Mastermind that starts in January. I got more information about that. I'll put it down below. But regardless, I want you to show up and participate in your life. I want you to live large and manifest what you desire. Because when you do, it makes the world a better place. Not only you and your life, but everything you touch shimmers. And that's pretty freaking awesome. And you know what? I have so enjoyed being here again this year with all of you. And even through the time changes, we've been on Wednesdays, we've been on Tuesdays, we've been on Mondays, and next year's probably going to change again. It's probably going to change again. This doesn't seem to be a super good time, this noon on Monday thing. So we'll see. But I love being here. I love chatting with you, even though it's kind of a one-sided conversation. I've had lots of, free masterclasses for you over the year. I've had my 2 masterminds. I've had my private coaching clients. I've had some in-person classes. My writing class, that's every Tuesday now at 3 o'clock, which is so amazing. I also invite you to come and join our journaling class, From the Body to the Page. From the Body to the Page. It's exactly what I've been talking about, where we journal for an hour every Tuesday at 3 o'clock. That's California time. And talk to each other and get inspired and share our words, because thoughts become words, become things. So my friends, breathe into that feeling. Breathe into that feeling of empowerment. Breathe into that feeling of living large and how you show up for yourself, not for anybody else. Not for anybody else. How you show up for yourself. How you present yourself to each day. Step into that power, into that beauty, into all that you desire. See it happen. Envision it happening. Ask the universe. The universe has your back, my friends. Take some action. Make it yours. Make it happen. And then share it with me. Again, Happy solstice. Many blessings for this new year. Thank you for being here.